Ladylike, BBC Radio Nottingham, just gone 25 to 10 now, and it is a staggering fact that every hour 2 people are diagnosed with Parkinson's. And last year that happened to my next guest. She's from Beeston. Her name is Janet Barnes. She was 47 at the time. Now the last 12 months have been a time of reassessment for her. She comes to terms with what the future may hold, and she's determined not to let Parkinson's hold her back. She's got something rather special planned for next month, and more on that very soon indeed. It's fair to say as well, you don't exactly take life easy, do you? Hello.
Hello.
So we were just talking about all the things you were involved with. So your day job is what?
I'm a packaging design consultant.
Right.
I work for myself now. I've been in the industry for 20 odd years. You know.
Okay.
But I also paint. I've got a artist studio in Beeston, and I enjoy that. I run a life drawing group on a Wednesday night, and I also work for a charity, helping run a youth club and a social dining club for the elderly, and doing various things.
Blimey. There are only 24 hours in the day, and you cram all of that in.
That's right, yeah.
I suppose. I mean, in some ways, has being diagnosed with Parkinson's, has that sort of made you think, right, I am going to cram a lot in? Or have you always been like that?
I've always been like it, but it's made me want to do more, because it makes you assess what the future holds, reassess what the future holds, and it makes you live for the moment and want to cram a lot in. For me, anyway, that's how I feel about it.
Okay. So take me back to last year and this diagnosis. What was the run-up to it?
Yeah, so, I mean, for everybody's different who gets diagnosed with Parkinson's. There's lots of different symptoms. But for me, I noticed my handwriting was getting much smaller, which is a bit of a wake-up call. I noticed a small tremor when I was eating food, lifting a fork to my mouth on my right-hand side. Just slowing down generally, and just things that I couldn't quite understand what were happening to me. So I went to the GP casually, not thinking anything about it. I just thought it might be my age, and she was brilliant, and I think she clearly recognised straight away that there was something wrong and suspected. So she sent me to QMC, to the neurology department. I went on my cycle, on my bike, and just thought casually again, they'll just tell me to go home and, stop worrying about it. And I got a diagnosis, or what they said that they thought it was Parkinson's, and that I'd have to have further tests. So I rang my sister. She came over and rescued me, and we had a cry and we had a coffee, and then I went home and told my husband. And that's really, the process.
What's it like then? So you're in hospital, or it might not be the full diagnosis, but I guess it would have been along the lines of, all right, Janet, we think it's Parkinson's. Yeah. And to have that out of the blue, what's that like?
It's very hard to describe. Anybody who's been through it, and plenty of people do go through this, will know it blows your world apart, and all the plans, hopes, ambitions that you have, you suddenly think that they've all gone. It takes time to come to terms with it and get your head around it, basically. But it's really quite an unusual situation to be put in. Very hard to describe. I guess everybody feels different. Everybody experiences it differently. But for me, it blew my world apart.
What are you most worried about?
I don't know what the future holds. I don't know how I'll be physically. I don't know how I'll be, cognitively. I don't know, which is quite scary. But my philosophy is that there are lots of other people suffering similar things. We've got to keep on keeping on and just do positive things, try and make what we can of it. You're given what you're given. You've got to try and turn it into something positive. But it is scary.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's easier said than done, isn't it? I give you full credit for trying to come at this from a positive frame of mind, but there must be some days where you wake up and you think, what if, how long, what, how?
Yeah, I have ups and downs. I've got a really good support network, both the medical team in Nottingham, which are amazing, but also family and friends. I've met some amazing people, actually, through being diagnosed, who are in a similar situation to me, and we support each other. There are support groups in Beeston, the Young Onset team in West Bridgeford, and friends that I've met through the warrior classes at QMC and City. They know who they are.
The warrior classes?
Oh, yeah.
This goes to your tattoo, because I was just admiring the tattoo on your forearm there.
Yeah.
I see warrior.
Yeah. So when you get diagnosed, if you're able to do it, you get put onto a warrior physiotherapy class, 10 weeks. And the team are amazing at City Hospital. And they give us exercise to do, and they're exercises that you're meant to do for the future as well, to keep yourself well. Exercise is really important as well as the medicine. Yeah. But you also get to know lots of interesting people who are in a similar situation. That's
a powerful thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very important, I think.
Well, let's stay with physical activity. In just a minute, you're going to be hearing what Janet and her two colleagues are up to, and it involves a mega amount of dancing as well. So you'll find out what's being prepared for that in just a few moments' time. After Haircut 100, it's BBC Radio Nottingham.